This reading centers around a karmic feminine energy who sat too long in fantasy and ultimately infiltrated a love story that was never hers to control. What was once a Ten of Cups dynamic, rooted, resilient, and divinely aligned, became distorted through envy, wishful thinking, and interference. She had access to happiness. She had access to something real. But instead of nurturing it, she attempted to rewrite it. Judgment reversed confirms poor decision making and refusal to self-reflect. Now she is being forced to confront her own reflection. The envy, the turmoil, the repeated pattern of inserting herself in foundations she did not build. Resilient roots cannot be uprooted by fantasy. Where this leads is regret. There is yearning. There is a wish to renegotiate terms, but transformation was refused. Death sits in the challenged position, and without transformation, there is no renewal. The Five of Swords and Ace of Cups reveals a harsh truth. Deception collapses under clarity. Someone is moving away, Six of Swords energy, and this karmic feminine is left unrewarded. No award, no recognition, no victory. Spirit's advice places this energy in spiritual timeout, a forced stillness, a reckoning. There are indications of collaboration, possibly with a Chariot reversed Cancer energy, in attempts to destabilize a star energy Aquarius. But exposure is inevitable. The Sun upright brings illumination. The Queen of Swords cuts through illusion. What was theory now becomes light. This message is clear. You cannot infiltrate destiny. You cannot rewrite a story built on resilient root. And you cannot escape reflection forever. Let's tap in. Hello everyone, welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I am your host and reader, Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers. And to our subscribers, a special shout out. Welcome to this blind reading. Spirit guides, mighty ancestors, beings of the divine, those inclined to unconditional love and divine service, who are we reading for? We have male, female in the reversed, reflections in the upright, yearning in the upright, and time and tide in the upright. You may be a masculine who has lost access to a main female, or you are the main female here, sitting currently in karmic energy, reflecting and yearning after being possibly placed in what many spiritualists will refer to as spiritual jail, with the Buddha card here. It seems that the divine has required your presence, and so you are being placed in timeout. Who are we reading for, Spirit guides? We have Revelations canvas in the upright, expose truths, and divulge secrets to create a masterpiece of clarity. Fulfilling a fantasy. So, is there a confession here? Revelations canvas, upright, fulfilling a fantasy, upright, love story, once upon a time. Did you lay with the partner of a friend? What are you hiding? These reflections. You are envious. You are obsessive and feeling less than, not valued, and so you decided you wanted to snag someone else's catch. Envy's turmoil, wishful thinking. A lot of fantasy wishful thinking. So you watched someone here being in a partnership, and you decided to start to plot and plan on their partnership And you felt in yourself that you deserved what they had. It should be them and not you. Resilient roots. Endure the storms, protect your core, grow stronger with each challenge. And so you decided that you wanted to be a force of reckoning for this relationship that you decided to infiltrate. Yearning, we have terms. You wanted to be the main lady and you were not her. Terms, peaceful, parallel, harmony flows, lives aligned, basking in severe glow and peace. And we have award in the reverse. You realize that you were not the prize, that not only could you not sit in the energy of another feminine because you were trespassing and you had absolutely no bloody rights, but that the way that you thought this person would see you, it wasn't. You were busy watching your friend with their partner and seeing a certain energetic glow and dynamic that you thought that you could capture in a jar, and you got burnt. Now you're stuck sitting in timeout. What is this? Safeguard steps. Now you're in the middle of a storm, a whirlwind, healing mirage, expecting new beginnings in the reverse. You trespassed on somebody else's business, and not only were you not recognized, were you overthrown, but you were placed in timeout. You decided to trespass on a situation spiritually, and instead you got disciplined when you thought you would have been the queen bee. Who are we reading for? Main female in the reverse. Now you are being shown to have been sitting in a place of indulgence, 10 of Cups, daydreaming, wanting a fantasy fulfillment at a pie or slice of life from somebody else's plate when you were not even a qualifier. You didn't even qualify to be a decent contender. 10 of Cups in the upright. 5 of Coins in the upright. Now you're back to the basics of the reality of what you are. You are karmic energy. 10 of Cups, 5 of Coins, Judgment in the reverse, and you make horrible decisions. It seems someone here had the opportunity to be in a love relationship where their partner was showering them, helping them to fulfill their fantasies. And this energy did nothing but sit in the midst of this abundance and wallow, flitter, squander. They did everything in one place. You know, they say don't where you eat. They did all of that. What's hidden? Now that you're reflecting and having to look in the mirror of self to see that you are an envious energy. You are filled with wishes. You reside in the cups of your emotions far more than you ought to, than is healthy for a healthy functioning adult. We have the 10 of Wands in the upright, the 2 of Cups in the upright, the 7 of Coins in the upright. Now you're having to face the fact that really and truly you have mixed yourself to be a perfected bundle of burden when it comes to partnerships and love relationships, and you are a partner, you are a burden to people's ability to continue and plan long term. This is what you do. You come in, you press yourself up with all your stress, your immaturity, insecurities, and worries in partnerships, spreading seeds of discord, seeds that require that this person not only learn how to experience the drought of what you really are, though you may look like a freaking fountain of a summer mall water fountain. No, you're not that. You are a burden. 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups upright, 7 of Coins, 9 of Swords. All you do is you cause people freaking headache and heartache. You're like a ghost to people's dreams, their aspirations, their ability to move forward. Where's this leading, Spirit guys? Now it seems that you are longing, sitting in reminiscence of the past, of what was, and wanting to renegotiate terms. You're getting nothing. Spirit is laughing at you, and they don't feel no ways about the fact that you're challenged with the fact that you've come to the end of your nonsense. Spirit guides are saying that they gave you the chance, and you decided to go up in the people's place with their Picasso paintings, their velvet drapery, and be nothing more than a swinging monkey from a tree. You get nothing. Death in the challenge. Why? Because you decided it wasn't important for you to heal, star in the reverse, and transform. So you get nothing. What you mean? Death in the challenge, 5 of Swords. It's your problem. You deal with it. Nobody cares. A lot of people are so disillusioned in this life, thinking that your worries, it should be somebody else's responsibility. You better move away from here swiftly, like a violent breeze. Why do you think someone who has been working and sifting themselves should carry you and your nonsense? Absolutely not. You get nothing. You don't even get the crumbs. Someone here may have moved away from this energy and not even given them the postal code to their new location. What is death in the challenge, 5 of Swords? You didn't want to rebirth something new. The victory that you really wanted for yourself was to remain karmic. Ace of Swords in the upright, and that's the truth. All you care about is slipping your deceptive behind through the crack of the door and sitting in the front row. Absolutely not. Spirit says, listen, man, you don't have a pass, bro, you don't get in. How you mean? Spirit guys, your advice. Queen of Swords. Now you are feeling isolated and cut off from the divine with this Queen of Swords energy. Why? No, don't pretend, man. Your spirit guides are calling you on the fakeness of your emotional well. You are fake and you are a fraud and a phony. How you act, you be out here acting like you don't know why you know exactly why you're displeased, why you are not the one experiencing pleasure because of the seeds that you've sown. And Spirit is giving you this harsh cutoff. Queen of Swords in the upright. Stairway to light. Go heal. Go heal. There is no other way but within. Queen of Swords. Stairway to light. The Chariot in the reverse. You refuse this invitation from Spirit, you will move nowhere. Because really what's at stake is the sun. The sun to the star in the reverse. Goodness gracious. Someone here is also speaking the truth on how a Cancer energy gained access to funds, assets, vitality here of an individual by speaking ill on this person or writing on some documentation that they were not well with this Aquarius energy, the star energy in the reverse here. If you found this reading to be enlightening, revealing, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Until next time, bye for now.